The Inner Harbor is part of Baltimore City's fabric. Doesn't matter whether you're visiting for one day or have lived in the city your whole life.
We need to build more access points so that people from communities all around the Baltimore waterfront, both in the Inner Harbor and the Middle Branch, have easy access to our waterways.
Coming up, the push to clean up the waterway and increase recreation through the Baltimore Blueway Network. Plus,
the energy will tell a different story in terms of how Baltimore's traditionally been presented.
The Met Gala, Baltimore style. This morning, we talked to the artists and creators behind the fashionable Baltimore party, the vision for this year's soiree that's bigger and bolder than before. And later,
just being Generation 1.5, I got to kind of grow up at every moment of it, from the linoleum on the corner to it being, now it's going to be, in the Olympics. Breaking will be in the Olympics in Paris in 2024. So that's how long I've been in it and how much I've seen, and it's amazing.
A look back and look ahead as the country marks hip-hop's 50th anniversary. That's all coming up this morning right here on 11 TV Hill. And hello everyone, I'm Jason Newton. Welcome to 11 TV Hill. The news may surprise both parents and students. The start of the school year is right around the corner, and it's one of many things I spoke to Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski about as we prepare to head back to school. Baltimore County Executive Johnny O joined us. Good to see you, sir.
Always good to be with you, Jason. Thanks for having me.
Listen, as a former educator, I'm sure there's part of you right now that is sort of on high alert because this is your season. Back to school snuck up on us once again.
It got here quicker than I thought, but I hope everyone's enjoying the end of their summer.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. And the last time you and I spoke, we were talking about making sure we had enough teachers. And now the conversation has changed a little bit. As those numbers go down and you gain some people in the classroom, you want to make sure you hold on to them. How tough is that in that first 5 years?
Yeah, well, as a former teacher, I know just how tough it is, especially those first couple of years. That's why we're trying to work closely with Superintendent Yarborough and the entire BCPS team to not only attract talented teachers. They're spending time with my daughter and tens of thousands of kids across Baltimore County, but also retain them. So giving them the supports with, lower workload, smaller class sizes, and that competitive pay, and buildings that affirm their dignity and worth. So we're really working in partnership to get past that critical 5-year mark so that we have teachers who want to stay in for the long run. We know that longstanding teachers end up being better for our kids.
Tell me about that 5 years, because I didn't realize that was a marker where we end up losing some teachers. What happens, do you think, in that 5th year that changes some minds?
Well, I don't know that, our research sort of says the 5th year is the magic year. Somewhere a couple of years in, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 5, maybe it's 6 for teachers, you just sort of hit a groove. And you understand how to control a classroom better. You know the curriculum more inside and out. You have relationships at the school with the students and the parents. And so I think it's just like any other job. You become more of a master of your trade with the more time that you're spending in a school building. And so really, again, between pay, workload, conditions in this schoolhouse, school safety, we're really trying to make sure that we're supporting our new teachers so that we get them past that 5-year mark and keep them sustained working in this field for our school system.
I was really surprised when in 2023, we're, pretty close to 2024. The number of people who do not have broadband right now was a little bit of a shock. I mean, the numbers, it was something like 450 homes that you're working with right now, but still to be in the hundreds kind of surprised me. And the county is doing some work to sort of make ends meet and bridge that divide. Tell me about what you're doing with broadband now.
Yeah, we know that connectivity is so important. It's something that was a huge emphasis of ours during the pandemic. We are committed to fully bridging that digital divide here in Baltimore County. Since taking office, we have put forward millions of dollars, including a most recent announcement of $7.4 million from the Maryland Office of Broadband Connection, along with Comcast. Baltimore County, we're coming forward to serve an additional 450 homes in rural areas of northern Baltimore County. Once this project's implemented, Jason, we will be leading the state and the nation in Baltimore County with about 99% of all of our areas now connected to broadband. And so we're focusing not only to connect people, but also on issues like affordability in some of our underserved neighborhoods. But really proud of our efforts. The team's doing great work here so that people can access schools, jobs, work, healthcare, all the things that they need in this modern society with that broadband connects us to.
Tell me about Rex and Parks. You guys have a lot going on there. Part of it is was a dedication that was huge with the national champion. Then there's also, when we talk about Parks, Sparrows Point, they're going to break ground shortly on something there. Tell me about what you have going on.
Yeah, we've made recreation and parks a huge push and a huge priority during our administration. Quality of life, upstream investments in our young people. We were excited to welcome Randallstown's own Angel Reese recently as part of our Backboard and rim replacement. We're replacing over 100 backboards and rims across the county, some of which are over 40 years old, believe it or not. It's part of our historic investment. This year's budget alone has over $45 million of recreational investments to upgrade facilities, create new facilities, including the new Sparrows Point Park that we just broke ground on. It's a nearly $20 million investment over at Trade Point Atlantic. Includes everything from a playground, walking paths, fishing pier, kayak launch, lighted fields inside, community center and fields and courts inside a building as well. Really excited. It's going to be our first LEED Platinum building and the first major new East Side Center in about 20 years. So we're really excited about the investments we're making in rec parks.
I want to take you back to a project you did before. I just thought of this, and if you're sketching on the details, I'll work with you. We did a story recently, Tolly Taylor, about trees being planted in urban areas. And I remember, I think it may have been pre-pandemic in the county, you worked to make sure that some areas had a tree canopy. I mean, he took the temperature difference from a rural area versus in some inner city areas, and it went up by like 5 degrees. And I'm just curious, how the program for you guys is going. Is it something that you're still paying attention to in the county?
Absolutely. Tree canopy is a huge push for us, not just from an environmental sustainability perspective, but also from an equity perspective. And so in addition to just 1,000 street trees that we're doing annually, we are also investing significantly in doing about 1,000 additional trees a year through what we're calling Operation Retree. So we're a data-driven government. We've seen the inequity in shade canopy in some of our underserved communities. So we're using that data to help us inform through partnership where we can go in and start retreeing some of our communities, literally lowering the temperature, increasing home values, making neighborhoods feel more welcoming and inviting. And so we're excited about the work. As you mentioned, it started before the pandemic. The response has been overwhelmingly positive. So we're excited to continue that work in the years ahead.
All right. Thanks for the time. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, good catching up with you. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.